everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
That second down play nets a -4. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit. but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they caught.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball?
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
People across the league had Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson.
That's complete left side to Bateman.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Travis Jones in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Shepard deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 58 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7th. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, that's complete to Slayton.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jones on 3rd down.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
throwing now. Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And this is back to a 5-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dobbins trying the left side. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 35-yard line. 138 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, Dobbins hit and he fumbles. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Dobbins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Dobbins once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
He's at the 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
93 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Third and 2. Here's Jackson.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right?
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Jones.
That ball caught by Slayton.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Jones.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouth. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to...